Hello everybody, I'm Howling Nightman, and this is a new, I don't know what it'd be, playthrough, walkthrough? It's definitely not a walkthrough, it's definitely not a 100% walkthrough, it's kinda hard to 100% a 4X strategy game. But this is my new, video series of Sid Meier's, Civilization 3 Complete. This is a legitimate copy, by the way. I am not going to do videos of any game that I don't have a legitimate copy of. Now, I might be playing a ROM of it, if it's for a handheld gaming system, but I'll at least have an actual copy. And that's why I'm playing Civilization 3 and not 5, because I'm too poor to have Civilization 5. Most of my gaming library for the computer is old games. Like this, and Sid Meier's Alpha Centauri, which is still one of my favorite games of all time. And Neverwinter Nights, the first one, SimCity 2000, Warcraft 3, that sort of thing. So, this is going to be a new game of Civilization 3. And I'm just going to go for Pangea, which means one supercontinent, with minimum water. Tiny, raging barbarians, which really isn't as big a problem as you'd think. Especially, and it's going to be arid, cool, and 3 billion years. And you might wonder what the 3 billion years has to do with anything. Well, that's because, what it has to do with it is the older the planet is, the less rough and more smooth the surface is. So basically, the more there is, the more hills and mountains and that sort of thing there are. So, and I'm actually thinking about possibly playing as France, although I might go for someone else. I mean, I like France a lot. It's commercial and industrious. This is the first Civilization game to have basically differences between the different civilization. France here is commercial, industrious. Basically, make commercial buildings faster. Industrious means they build improvements faster. And commercial also means that they don't have as much corruption. Corruption is, oh man, probably the biggest problem and, well, flaw in this game. Or at least to me, and I think a bunch of other people too. Corruption is basically the farther away a city is from your capital, the more money and the less money and production you can use of what's actually produced. And it's also increased by the amount of cities you have, which can be very frustrating. But there are some other edges here which are pretty good, which pretty much are talked about by the Civilopedia. There's agricultural, more food, easier to make food, agricultural city improvements, more food from the home city square, and deserts. Commercial, basically extra money, less corruption. Expansionists, they start with a scout. Barbarians are friendlier. Industrious, they build faster and cities have more production. Militaristic, more military buildings are built faster and units gain experience more often. Religious cities, easier to build religious city improvements, and less anarchy during revolutions, which I'll probably talk about later. Scientific, which is easier to make science-based buildings, and you receive a civilization advance at the end of every row. It's kind of okay. Seafaring, each boat along the coast receives a commerce bonus in the square, and seafaring improvements are easier to build. Ships move faster and are less likely to sink in the ocean sea. That one is blech. My favorite two, to be honest, or commercial, which is pretty much needed, and industrious, which is really helpful. I haven't tried out expansionistic. Religious is also pretty good, especially if you're going for a cultural victory. Scientific is okay, I guess. Seafaring can be either really good or really bad. It's kind of up to luck, really. Agricultural, I haven't tried that one out either. Militaristic, I haven't tried that one out either. I hear there's one really bad one, but I'm not sure which it is. But thinking about it, I'm gonna want to go someone other than France, because I've been playing a lot as France, and it'd be nice for a change of pace. Like maybe America or Rome. Is there anyone who's? I'm going to try commercial expansionist, I guess. Yeah, try something new. Let's see. Is there anyone that's commercial and expansionist? Oh, or I might try Scandinavia. Vikings are awesome, and they've got a really good unit. Industrial seafarer. No. 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 Come on. Is there anyone that's both expansionist and commercial? Oh, the Hittites. Commercial expansionist. Let's see the description for them. Oh, they get a 3-man chariot instead of a regular chariot. So that's that's the second of the two new things in Civilization 3 they didn't have beforehand. So all these differences in the newest game, Civilization 5, all originally came really from this. Or at least in the Civilization series. I'd say that the differences between different civilizations really came from Alpha Centauri, but that's a discussion for if I ever video myself playing that. But basically, I'd start with the 3-man chariot. It's slightly better than the chariot. It's got one more attack and one more defense. So that basically puts it on par with the next upgrade up. So it's not really that great. So, but I'll try it out. And basically allowing a domination victory, which means conquering everyone else. Space race victory, which never gotten there because to achieve a space race victory you need to get advanced enough, and I've never gotten it by basically there's a turn limit. I've never gotten by the diplomatic victory. UN also haven't gotten that far. Conquest victory. Oh wait, no, domination victory. I made a mistake with that one. It's basically if you own a certain percent of the population or area in the world, you get domination victory. Conquest is the conquering everyone else. Cultural victory, a city produces like 20,000, has produced 20,000 culture, or the empire has produced like 100,000. Wonder victory, I'm not so sure about that. Culture link starting locations, basically they start to locations that are close to the actual start to where these cultures actually came from. Respawn AI players, I've never seen do that. Allow cultural conversions, allow scientific readers. Cultural conversions, basically if your cities are producing enough culture, which basically makes culture determines your borders, which is rather important. If you're producing enough culture and you can basically assimilate nearby enemy cities. I'm going to keep AI aggression on normal, although yeah. It is the year 4000 BC, not 2000 X. Your ancestors were nomads, but over the generations your people have learned the secrets of farming, road building, and irrigation, and they're ready to settle down. Alright, first off, you don't start out a sentence with but. Second off, even if you did, you'd have but, comma, over the generations your people have lived. Merciless, your people are commercial and expansionist and have recently mastered pottery and alphabet. The people have vested absolute power in you, trusting you can build a civilization to stand the test of time. Okay. Hatu says. Alright, good to go on that. Automate, and then you are going to go here, of course. Wow. Extremely lucky. Ceremonial Burial is a very good thing to get, because it gets you a temple, which is probably going to be your first culture-producing city in the building in the game, and it makes one person who would otherwise be unhappy from things like war or too much population happy. Well, not happy, but content. Basically means neutral. Yeah, I'll go for bronze working. I'm just going to set this guy to auto explore. I'm going to set this guy to auto explore. Wait. No. What I'm going to do is I'm going to build another scout instead. Then have that guy defend the city. Good. Expanded because of high culture. Basically, higher culture, larger borders. Cultural value, more. Some of all your cultural values is your civilization's cultural value. Conquer an enemy city. The resistance is determined. And basically, the more of it you have, the less resistance. Allows you, basically, can give you the upper hand with diplomacy. Can basically push out the enemy. The more basic, and there are 5 general groups, and the civilizations with similar cultures have more, basically have better relations. Now, something that they changed in Civilization, that they added in Civilization 5, but they didn't have earlier, is basically the city. When you first found a city, it can only farm 1 square around it. But then it basically when its borders expand for the first time, it makes this shape. And even if it expands after that, it can only farm in this area. In this roughly 2 squares, except diagonal away from it. So keep that in mind. It makes it so you can have more compact cities. Oh, that is the best thing. That is absolutely the best thing. It's very rare. This is like the second time for the years I've been playing Civilization that's happened. Basically, you'll find these native tribes, as I did over there when I got the ability to make temples. You'll find these friendly villages of barbarians, and when you do, they will can give you stuff, or you can annoy them. If you're expansionist like me, you are less likely to annoy them. But because I contacted them, they joined with me, so I got a free settler, which at this really early stage of the game is pretty big. Also, before I forget, I should probably change this to a granary, help fuel my people's expansion. Let's see I'm going to let these guys go hog wild and see what's to be seen over there. because I kind of want to expand. And just a good tactic I've found in a lot of 4X strategy games is basically rapidly expand until you meet the enemy. You want to establish the front lines. Or, like, there's a good plot for the city. Yeah, there's a good place for my first city. Okay. Oh, got 25 gold. That's one of the lowest ones. A map is slightly better than gold, I guess. But yeah, just I've not really used these scouts before, but look at them go. Oh, warrior code. Oh, that's good. Warrior code basically gives archers, and these units over here are basically civilization-specific units. So bowmen is for the Babylonians. Aztecs get jaguar warriors. Then the Mayan Javafars, which are really devastating. Normal archers have 2 attack, 1 defense, and 1 movement. Javelin swords, although they don't have a bombardment, they get 2 attack, 2 defense, 1 movement, which makes them a great all-round unit and really one of the better units you can have in the early stage of the game. And you have a 1 in 3 chance of enslaving the enemy, which turns them into a worker. Oh, we got bronze working. Let's go with the wheel. That looks good. Ah, the Hittites are the best. Wait, did it say Indians? Oh, no, please. No, please. I don't want anything to do with the Indians. Time to build a settler. I'm going to build a temple now instead. You defend. You got 25 gold. Alright, so you should go to be, right here. That's coast freshwater. Warrior, you should go right here. And then you fortify there. Yeah. Ooh, just got the wheel. I'd actually want to go with masonry. Yeah. I'm going to build a city right here. Or get a city. Yay. Gonna go with the temple again. That there is a horse. And it is probably the first strategic resource you'll see, and it's really only used early on in the civilization. I mean, I think basically once you get there are 4 different levels of technology, 4 different ages. You basically got ancient era, then you got medieval, then you got sort of Renaissance slash industrial age, and then you've got, well, actually, no, medieval slash Renaissance. Then you've got the industrial age, and then you've got the modern age, and slightly postmodern. Okay, since this is built spearmen, I'm gonna want to get to work on another worker. Oh, they're about horses. Yeah, there are 2 other main types of resources. There are basically bonus resources. They don't really provide anything special other than bonus resources. And then there are luxury resources, and not only do they provide bonus resources, but they also give extra. They basically make your people happy. So I'm the great Hittites. Yay! Build a road. Okay. All right. All right. I'm fine with. Wait. That costs 20. Alright. You'll go to here. Okay, now you get ironworking. Alright, what's the holdup over here, guys? Oh. Oh. I see. Oh, right here. That's corruption I was talking about. See, I mean, I could have 5 shields, but I only get access to 2 because of corruption. Oh, goody. Cultural influence expand, which gives me access to the spice here. Which, I wish you could set them so they could... Oh, that was probably a mistake. Yeah, that was a mistake. Okay, it's produced. Well then, build another settler, build a settler, then build a 3-man chariot, and then go ahead and start working on the Great Pyramids, I guess. Warrior, you... Sorry. Sorry about that. Phone call. Yeah. Warrior, you can go, what would be another good place for it? Right here. And you fortify. Alright, since you built a temple, now work on a granary. And you can go to right here. So, yeah. Well, quite honestly, for the most part, association can be kind of boring. But it has its moments where it can be quite fun. But now isn't one of those times, apparently. Very frustrating. Oh, good. Oh, again. I lost both my scouts. Oh. Go with mysticism. I probably mispronounced that, as I mispronounce many things. You fortify there. Yeah, I mean, I don't have much to talk about, really. Oh, yeah. 3-man channel. Hello, barbarian. Die! Yeah! That was satisfying. Yeah, you die also. Yes! Feels good. Yeah, writing. Sounds good. Build a city right here. Heron, yeah. Build, I'd say you should build, well, you should build a temple like the others. Build a road. Yeah, barbarians can pop when I'm raging. Well, on any difficulty really, except no barbarians will pop out of, well, just spawn in random areas where they isn't where you can't see, basically, and will send hordes of enemies to attack. It's hordes of barbarians to attack your ship, your stuff. Thing is, though, they're not really that dangerous unless you've got undefended cities, which is really a bad idea in general. So, you feel that, I'd say you should build Krag. People love you. Basically, you've got this sort of palace that starts out of this. It's little more than a hole in the ground, and then you upgrade it with various things. Basically, I'm not sure what the requirements are to do it, but I personally like, well, I like to have this as, well, the main building here to be that sort of architecture. Oh, spices and a person. Those are someone else's. That's someone else. Oh, yeah, that's it. Several other people. Yeah, I just found 2 of the people. And they're that close together. That's not good. It's not good at all. Ooh, ooh, iron, iron. That's good. That is good, though. That's very good, in fact. It might be the only source of iron I've got over here in this part of the world. Yeah, it looks like it is the only source of iron. I'm definitely going to have to put a city around there. Alright, go with horseback riding. Yeah, let's do it. India! I hate India. I played quite a bit of Civilization 4 also, but I don't have a copy personally, and oh man. I know that in real life, Gandhi was a pacifist and a pretty good guy, but oh man, in Civilization 4, he is a raging arsehole. I mean, and he's petty too. I mean, at one point I was about to win for not culturally speaking, so he nuked. We were allies, and he nuked my cities when I was about to win through culturally. I was like 2 turns away, and it basically nuked all my cities and killed me. Well, not killed me, but I mean in the standings. And so someone else finished, basically rose in and killed Gandhi and me. Ugh. I don't think I'll ever forgive Gandhi for that. Polytheism for writing. Let's see. Disdainful. Okay, I'll do it. Oh, of course. Good place to build a city. Barbarians are there. They like to do that. Like to do it quite a bit. But I think that'll be the end for this first part. So, bye.